Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to Arpita Sharma classes. I am Arpita Sharma, your educator, and today we are going to start with the daily news analysis of 23rd of November 2020. आप सभी का स्वागत है आज की क्लास में। आज है 23 नवंबर 2020 और आज हम अपना डेली न्यूज एनालिसिस स्टार्ट करने वाले हैं। आई होप यू ऑल आर वेल, you all are revising and studying properly. So let's start without any delay. Also the class PDF you will be getting on my Telegram channel. हमारा ये जो क्लास का PDF है ये आपको Telegram चैनल पर मिल जाएगा, Simplifying UPSC with Ease. Okay, and the link is also given below in the description box. नीचे description box में ना आपको लिंक भी दिख जाएगा. So let's start the class. Before starting the class, here's a small announcement. आप सभी के लिए एक छोटी सी announcement है क्लास शुरू करने से पहले. As you can see that Unacademy has launched the 23rd November course batches for all of you for your UPSC CSE preparation journey. It will be a 6 months batch and these are launched in 3 different formats. For English medium students, the English GS batch course has been launched. From 23rd of November it's going to start, that is from today. For Hindi medium students, separate Hindi medium batch has been launched. आप अगर हिंदी मीडियम स्टूडेंट हो तो आपके लिए सेपरेट हिंदी मीडियम बैच जो है वो लॉन्च किया गया है. एंड इफ यू अंडरस्टैंड बोथ हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश देन अ बाइलिंगुअल बैच हैज आल्सो बीन लॉन्च्ड. Top educators will be teaching in these batches. 6 months syllabus coverage. In 6 months your syllabus coverage will be done. Prelims mains test series with analysis will also be provided. PDF study material will be given to the students and they will be prepared for the interview also. So you can enroll in these batches as per your language preference. I am also taking ancient, medieval and modern Indian history classes. तो यहाँ पर live classes होंगी, recorded भी available होंगी and you can get 10% discount on your subscription also if you use this code Sharma20. अगर आप ये कोड यूज करते हो ना Sharma20 तो आपको easily 10% डिस्काउंट भी मिल जाएगा. So with one subscription, you will be getting unlimited benefits, top educators of India on one platform, live test series, regular doubt clearing sessions, answer writing sessions, mentorship and guidance will be provided to you, exhaustive coverage of syllabus, study material will be given to you, and you can also ask your doubts because dedicated doubt clearing sessions will be framed for all of you. So at the comfort of your home, you can subscribe to Unacademy Plus and also start your preparation journey with us. So this is all for today. Now let's start with the class. Class शुरू करते हैं. So on page number 9, you will see this article. Page number 9 पर ना आपको ये article मिलेगा. This article is COVID-19 Mixed Blessing for Indian Capitalism, a question mark. This article has been written by Mrunal Patel sir, who is also a top Unacademy educator and course director. So he has very cleverly and very efficiently, explained the impact of COVID-19 on Indian economy, Indian capitalism. Indian capitalism पर COVID-19 का क्या असर पड़ा है बहुत ही efficiently इन्होंने इस पूरे article में explain किया है, which is on page 9 of the Hindu newspaper. Right? And first of all he explained what is capitalism. सबसे पहले इन्होंने एक्सप्लेन किया कि कैपिटलिज्म क्या है. इट्स गोइंग टू बी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फ्रॉम जीएस पेपर 3 पर्सपेक्टिव, मेंस एंड आल्सो फ्रॉम प्रीलिम्स पर्सपेक्टिव, क्योंकि कैपिटलिज्म के ऊपर वो क्वेश्चन पूछा जा सकता है बिकॉज नाउ 2021 दे विल बी टारगेटिंग कोविड-19 एंड इट्स इम्पैक्ट ऑन इकोनॉमी, सोसाइटी, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एटसेट्रा. तो कोविड-19 क्योंकि पूरा साल इस कोविड-19 की चर्चा ही हुई है तो 2021 में डेफिनेटली क्वेश्चन आ सकता है कि इम्पैक्ट क्या पड़ा कोविड-19 का, इस पैंडेमिक का आपके इकोनॉमी पर, आपके इकोनॉमिक सिस्टम पर. ओके, सो व्हाट इज कैपिटलिज्म? इट इज एन इकोनॉमिक सिस्टम. कैपिटलिज्म क्या है? ये एक इकोनॉमिक सिस्टम है वेयर मार्केट डिटरमाइंस प्राइसेस, प्रोडक्शन एंड इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज. कैपिटलिज्म एक ऐसा इकोनॉमिक सिस्टम है जहां जो मार्केट है वो डिटरमाइन करती है, वो डिसाइड करती है कि प्राइस क्या होगा, प्रोडक्शन कितना होगा और किस तरीके की इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज कैरी आउट की जाएंगी. नाउ यू विल वंडर व्हाट इज द रोल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट देन. सो रोल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट इज टू मेंटेन लॉ एंड ऑर्डर इन दिस सिचुएशन और इन्फोर्समेंट ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स. ओके, तो कैपिटलिज्म में क्या होता है, इस इकोनॉमिक सिस्टम में मार्केट डोमिनेंट होता है, मार्केट इज डोमिनेंट एंड गवर्नमेंट रोल इज टू लुक इनटू द इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ द डिसीजन ऑफ द मार्केट. गवर्नमेंट का रोल होता है कि जो मार्केट ने डिसीजन लिया है, जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स में एंटर किया है, उसको इम्प्लीमेंट सही तरीके से किया जाए लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की सिचुएशन बरकरार रखते हुए. So the pandemic this year has therefore created following new opportunities and challenges for Indian capitalism. तो इस COVID-19 पैंडेमिक से challenges भी निकल कर आए हैं and opportunities भी निकल कर आई हैं. So Mrinal Patel sir has focused on both the positives and negatives of COVID-19 on our economic system, the impact of COVID-19 on our economic system. Let's see what are the opportunities first. तो Indian capitalism के लिए इस pandemic में क्या opportunities है? Let's see that. So when we look at the opportunities, here the entrepreneurs may be able to purchase public sector enterprises, mining and spectrum rights at a much cheaper price. Because government being desperate for funds in this pandemic will engage in disinvestment and auctions like a fire sale. तो pandemic के चलते, because in this pandemic we have seen that there are so many loopholes in our health infrastructure. Then we need to purchase vaccine. We need to make sure that vaccines are available in a timely manner to everybody in our country, right? We are looking into the doctor staff of the hospitals, right, in order to make sure that the patients, they are being treated well, right? So there are so many expenses that we are indulging into in this pandemic. That is why the government is desperate for funds right now. So here what they will start doing, they will start disinvesting. जो भी stakes है उनके, उसको जल्दी से बेचना शुरू करेगी. And in this case, they will also sell the mining rights, spectrum rights at a cheaper price. So entrepreneurs may be benefited in this case, right? यहाँ पर entrepreneurs जो है उनको benefit हो जाएगा. And entrepreneurs may be able to get public land allotted at a very nominal or token price to build new factories, because governments at union and state will be under tremendous public pressure to create jobs quickly. Now you all must see that in pandemic, in this situation, the examinations are being postponed, the examinations are being cancelled, there is a dearth of you can say the job opportunities, migration is happening. So many issues we have seen and read in the summer seasons of the 2020 year. And because of this pandemic, everything aggravated. वैसे ही unemployment level बिल्कुल down था, ऊपर से पैंडेमिक के चलते, माइग्रेशन के चलते जो आपकी अपॉर्चुनिटीज है वो भी एकदम खत्म होने लगी. सो द गवर्नमेंट इज ट्रेमेंडसली लुकिंग इनटू क्रिएटिंग जॉब्स. दैट इज व्हाई दे विल अलाउ द एंटरप्रेन्योर्स टू बिल्ड न्यू फैक्ट्रीज, एंड फॉर दैट दे विल गिव देम द लैंड्स एट अ वेरी नॉमिनल और अ टोकन प्राइस, right? So in this case also the entrepreneurs will be benefited. Now it might be possible to hire workers at very low wages, because everybody is desperately looking for a job situation, job opportunity, right? Their desperation for jobs may help the entrepreneurs to hire workers at a low wage. Although if wages remain suppressed, demand too will fall, taking the economy's downward deflationary spiral. And it might be possible to negotiate easier loan restructuring deals with lenders, because now you all must have studied about the moratoriums on the loans, right? आपने moratorium situation भी देखी होगी, तो इस आपके लिए loan restructuring deals को negotiate करना भी इस time period में easy हो जाएगा, because no bank would want the NPAs to increase, right, to go out of hand. Now, American companies will outsource some of manufacturing to India, particularly for the network goods, given the supply chain disruptions in China. So USA has been blaming since day one China for this pandemic. USA day one से China को blame कर रहा है इस pandemic के लिए, because China was the original source from where this pandemic started. So they have disrupted their supply chains from China. So they will try to outsource their manufacturing to India now. The closest will be India. So India के लिए opportunity increase हो जाएगी. There might be a temporary opportunity for profiteering in the mask, sanitizer and essential commodities sector as well. Because as you all know now, wearing the mask is compulsory. In Delhi, 2000 rupees fine has been made as a penalty charge if the person is not wearing a mask. अगर आप एक proper mask नहीं पहन रहे हो, तो दिल्ली में तो ये रूल आ गया है कि 2000 रुपए का पेनल्टी लगेगा. अगर आप कपड़ा लपेट के मुंह पे जा रहे हो, वो भी आपका पेनल्टी में आएगा. So mask is becoming mandatory. It has become a part of our life. Sanitizer has become a part of our life. These essential commodities, the PPE kits, they are a part of our life, right? So the businessmen, the enterprises can benefit in this sector also. Okay, so these are the opportunities for Indian capitalism that has originated because of this pandemic. Now what are the challenges for Indian capitalism? अब ये pandemic की वजह से इंडिया की capitalism पे challenges क्या आए हैं? The capitalism, it thrives on consumerism. राइट, कंज्यूमर पे डिपेंड करता है ना, द मार्केट विल सेट द प्राइस, द मार्केट विल डिसाइड द प्रोडक्शन, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एक्सेट्रा बेस्ड ऑन द डिमांड ऑफ कंज्यूमर ओनली ना, ठीक है, कंज्यूमर के डिमांड पे ही तो बेस रख कर अपना डिसीजन मार्केट लेगी कि प्राइस क्या सेट करना है. सो बट नाउ फर्म्स विल हैव टू अलॉट वेरी लार्ज मार्केटिंग बजट टू रिवाइव डिमांड, बिकॉज डिमांड इज ऑल्सो कमिंग डाउन फॉर वेरियस प्रोडक्ट्स. काफी ऐसे प्रोडक्ट्स हैं जिनकी डिमांड बिल्कुल कम हो गई है, राइट. पीपल आर स्केर्ड ऑफ ऑर्डरिंग, राइट, परचेजिंग थिंग्स फ्रॉम द मार्केट नाउ, राइट. दे आर वेरी हाईली स्केप्टिकल. अब क्या होता है कि इस वायरस के इन्फेक्शन का फैलने का डर इतना ज्यादा है कि लोग बहुत कम चीजें जो नॉन जरूरत की है, जो जरूरत की नहीं है, उनको खरीदते हैं, राइट. स्पेशली इन द ऑटोमोबाइल सेक्टर, फैशन सेक्टर, हॉस्पिटैलिटी, इवन malls have been suffering, multiplexes, etc. So here the markets, the entrepreneurs have to spend a lot to create advertisements so that consumers' demand can be attracted back into these sectors. Capitalism needs state minimalism, but on October 1, government of Gujarat ordered all private schools to reduce their fees by 25% due to rising anger among the parents. In this pandemic, lockdown has been implemented, and even after lifting lockdown, the schools were not opened. So the students are studying online, right. All the students are studying online, but that quality is not there. जैसे कि ऑफलाइन में क्वालिटी होती है, पर्सनल अटेंशन होता है, वो ऑनलाइन में इतना नहीं स्कूल में हो पा रहा है. बच्चे बहुत छोटे हैं, the kids are very small, they need personal attention from their teacher, but and plus they also need seriousness in their exams. The exams are also conducted by schools online. So each and every kid and their parents are not satisfied, and they have to pay the regular fees. So the Gujarat government interfered and it ordered the private schools to reduce their fees by 25%. Right. So here capitalism to thrive in an economy needs state minimalism. That means state should interfere on a very minimal note. बहुत कम interference होना चाहिए state का. But state intervention in price determination may become more frequent now because of this pandemic, right. This can hamper the growth of capitalism. Now corona has caused a large revenue shortfall also, forcing the tax authorities to send notices for even very small amounts. अब ये जो टैक्स नोटिस छोटे छोटे अमाउंट के लिए भेजे जा रहे हैं, क्यों? क्योंकि हमें फंड की जरूरत है, गवर्नमेंट नीड्स फंड राइट नाउ, राइट. सो दैट इज व्हाई इट इज क्रिएटिंग हैरेसमेंट ऑफ स्मॉल बिजनेसमैन, बिकॉज दे आर आल्सो लूजिंग देयर कस्टमर्स, एंड प्लस टैक्स अथॉरिटीज आर फोर्सिंग देम टू पे द meager amount of tax also. So harassment may lead to agitation among the businessmen. If we consider startup entrepreneurs as young capitalists, then those in sectors like other than the pharmaceuticals, precious metals, passive entertainment, e-learning, fintech and grocery delivery may struggle for survival and growth. That means those young capitalists who are not belonging to e-learning platform or fintech, financial technological platform, grocery delivery platform, right, they might suffer because these platforms are profiteering a lot in this pandemic also. Grocery की डिमांड बढ़ती जा रही है, ऑनलाइन ऑर्डर करने की डिमांड, ऑनलाइन अकेडमीज की, ऑनलाइन इंस्टीट्यूट्स की डिमांड बढ़ रही है, राइट. फार्मास्यूटिकल्स की डिमांड बढ़ रही है, पैसिव एंटरटेनमेंट जितने भी ऑनलाइन मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म्स है उनकी डिमांड बढ़ रही है. बट इसके अलावा कहीं किसी और सेक्टर में जो यंग कैपिटलिस्ट है या ऑन्टरप्रेन्योर्स है या स्टार्टअप ऑन्टरप्रेन्योर्स है, उनका जो बिजनेस है वो अफेक्ट हो रहा है, right. So over here you can see this is the chart that Mrinal sir has provided. Corona's impact on Indian capitalism: challenges, demand, investment, state intervention, tax harassment, opportunities, lower wages, profiteering, shifting of manufacturing from China to India, loans, public land, mining and spectrum. It is cheaper to get. So you can see that he has very well summed up the overall impact of corona on Indian capitalism through this flow chart. You can also draw this flow chart in your answer sheet. अगर आपको एक क्वेश्चन आ जाता है ना कि कोरोना का इम्पैक्ट एक्सप्लेन कीजिए इंडियन कैपिटलिज्म में, तो आप ये फ्लो चार्ट भी तैयार कर सकते हैं, बना सकते हैं अपने आंसर शीट में, ठीक है. Now the next important news, PM for integrated fight against climate change. This is relevant for GS paper 3 and GS paper 2 because here for GS paper 3 we have to study the Paris agreement, GS paper 2 के लिए हमें G20 पढ़ना है, ठीक है. Now here climate change must be fought not in silos but in an integrated, comprehensive and holistic way. This was said by Prime Minister Modi in a G20 event on Sunday. We all know that G20 virtual event is taking place. G20 का virtual लीडर समिट हो रहा है अभी, and it has been hosted in 2020 by Saudi Arabia's King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. Underline this कि G20 का summit has been hosted by Saudi Arabia in 2020. This is important for prelims. Now, what is G20? G20 is an informal group of 19 countries along with European Union. So there are total 20 members. Now, it also has representatives from IMF, that is International Monetary Fund, and World Bank. यहाँ के भी representatives इस group में, इस meeting में बैठते हैं. So G20 Summit side event is named as Safeguarding the Planet Circular Carbon Economy Approach. ये टाइटल है इस साल के इवेंट का, ठीक है, इसको याद रखिएगा. Now the work of G20 is divided into two tracks. That means in two parts the G20 operates. First track is known as the finance track, wherein the finance ministers and secretaries participate, and this track focuses on financial regulations, fiscal issues, etc. The second track is known as the Sherpa track, which focuses on broader issues like security, defense, border development, overall development, science and technology, etc. तो ये दो ट्रैक्स आपको याद रखने हैं, फाइनेंस ट्रैक एंड द शर्पा ट्रैक. ठीक है. Coming on to the members of G20 organization. So there are 19 members along with EU. ठीक है, EU is European Union. EU क्या है? European Union है. तो ये मेंबर्स हैं इसके टोटल. यू कैन सी अर्जेंटीना, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, ब्राजील, कनाडा, चाइना इज ऑल्सो द मेंबर, फ्रांस, जर्मनी, इंडिया इज ऑल्सो अ मेंबर, इंडोनेशिया, इटली, जापान, कोरिया, रशिया, मेक्सिको, यूके, यूएसए, Saudi Arabia, South Africa and EU, that is European Union. And Spain is also a non-member, but it's a permanent non-member. That means in every summit of G20, Spain not being the member is also invited. Spain member नहीं है G20 का, but still ये non-member होते हुए भी इसको हर साल invite किया जाता है इस summit में. ठीक है. Now let us understand what is the Paris deal that Modi ji was highlighting at. अब ये Paris deal क्या है? Mr. Modi said India is not only meeting its Paris agreement targets but also exceeding them. So he also highlight the Paris agreement target. He said that India, according to the Paris deal, has been following the Paris agreement targets and we have been exceeding them. मतलब जितना हमें टारगेट दिया उससे भी अच्छा हम परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं. So what is this Paris deal? It's an international agreement to fight climate change and to reduce, mitigate the GHG emission, greenhouse gas emission. The aim is simple: to keep the global temperature rise this century below 2 degrees Celsius, to pursue efforts to limit temperature increase even further to 1.5 degrees Celsius, strengthen the ability of the countries to deal with the impact of climate change. Recently, US, under the presidentship of Donald Trump, has taken themselves back from the, Paris agreement. तो अब हुआ क्या है कि पेरिस अग्रीमेंट से खुद को वापस लिया था रिसेंटली यूएस ने. ठीक है, दैट इज व्हाई इट वाज अगेन इन न्यूज, इसलिए फिर से न्यूज में था. So let us look at the India's effort in this Paris deal agreement. What are India's efforts? India has achieved reduction of 21% in emission intensity of its GDP between 2005 and 2014. So basically we have fulfilled our target. हमने पहले से ही 2020 से पहले ही अपने टारगेट्स फुलफिल कर लिए हैं. एज पर द डेटा वी हैव ऑलरेडी फुलफिल्ड आवर टारगेट्स अंडर द पेरिस अग्रीमेंट, प्री G20 targets. Renewable energy installed capacity has increased by 226% in the last five years. 80 million LPG connections are provided in rural areas under Prime Minister Ujjwala Yojana, providing them clean cooking fuel and healthy environment. More than 360 million LED bulbs have been distributed under Ujala scheme. India has also leapfrogged from Bharat Stage 4 to Bharat Stage 6 emission, यानी कि हमने अपने जो 2024 तक का टारगेट था वो भी हमने पहले अचीव कर लिया है, लीप फ्रॉग करके, जंप मार के BS4 से BS6 emission norms पर. ठीक है. So if Prime Minister Modi ji is saying that we have fulfilled Paris Agreement targets, then to some extent he is right as per the data that has been collected on the part of the India. Now the next article, 132 countries attend global meet on criminal finances. So over 2000 representatives from 132 countries attended virtual 4th global conference on criminal finances and cryptocurrencies organized by Interpol, Europol and Basel Institute on Governance from November 18 to 19. This is very, very important for prelims as well as GS paper 2 and GS paper 3. For GS paper 2 you have to understand the working of Interpol. GS paper 2 के लिए आपको Interpol की working पढ़नी है. GS paper 3 you have to study cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, and for prelims this event is very, very important. प्रीलिम्स के लिए ये जो इवेंट है ये बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है। द कॉन्फ्रेंस इज एन इनिशिएटिव ऑफ वर्किंग ग्रुप ऑन क्रिप्टो करेंसीज एंड मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग एस्टैब्लिश्ड इन 2016 by 3 organizations, launched with an objective of strengthening knowledge, expertise and best practices for investigations into financial crimes, intelligence on virtual assets and cryptocurrencies. So here the objective of this event has also been listed. Please note it down. इसको please लिख लीजिएगा. This is important for GS paper 2. ये GS paper 2 के लिए important है. So here in this event what will be discussed, that how criminals are using cryptocurrencies to launder money and how they launder their crypto proceeds. Also, what else is important? What are the techniques for tracing, freezing and seizing, that is capturing virtual assets, and how cryptocurrencies can be abused for terrorism financing purposes. These are the 3 questions that will be discussed in this particular meeting. इस meeting में ये 3 questions discuss किए जाएंगे and they have been answered in this paragraph as well. ठीक है, so you have to go through this paragraph. Now let us understand the expected outcomes of the event. इस event का क्या outcome आ सकता है ये देख लेते हैं. ठीक है, so now when we look at the outcome, Europol will continue to develop a network of practitioners from cybercrime, money laundering and terrorism financing units, FIUs, asset recovery offices and judicial authorities to share best practices on cases where cryptocurrencies are used for money laundering purposes. Also, Europol will improve existing knowledge and this will enable developing procedures for detecting, investigating and capturing the confiscation of cryptocurrencies. Now let us understand what is cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrencies are e-currencies. So cryptocurrency क्या है? ये e-currency होती है. This is an e-currency. E-currencies which are based on decentralized technology. ये वो e-currencies हैं जो decentralized technology पे based हैं and it operate on a distributed public ledger which is known as blockchain. So these blockchains, they record all the transactions, right? So transactions related to the cryptocurrencies, who have held them, right? Who are transacting with them. तो ये सारे transactions जो होते हैं ना वो नोट किए जाते हैं. Cryptocurrencies को कहाँ होल्ड किया गया, कैसे इनको ट्रांजैक्ट किया गया है, and it is considered to be a part of virtual currency group. Now cryptocurrencies use cryptography technology. Now what is cryptography technology? Why it is used? It is used to keep transactions secure and authentic. And what is Bitcoin? A Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency unit which is created through a mining process which involves using a computer to solve numerical problems. And then it is used to generate coins. When the numerical problems are solved, coins are generated. And Bitcoin is one of the first cryptocurrency to be launched in 2009. तो इसको 2009 में create किया गया था. ठीक है? Now coming on to the next news, India, Thailand, Singapore naval exercise concludes. So here the Simbex 2020 exercise has been concluded. Simbex 2020 की जो exercise है उसको conclude कर दिया गया है and here it is a exercise which is between Singapore and India. Here Thailand has also been added in this exercise. Now which is the Ministry of Defence who participates in the exercise, and this time in 2020 it was hosted by Indian Navy in the Andaman Sea. Now the second edition of India, Thailand, Singapore trilateral naval exercise, which is the SITMEX 2020, concluded in the Andaman Sea. 27th edition of India Singapore bilateral maritime exercise SIMBEX 20 is scheduled to be held in the same area. अब देखो अभी फाइनली तो सिमटेक्स जो आपकी सिटमेक्स एक्सरसाइज है वो कंक्लूड हुई है. दिस इज द सिटमेक्स एक्सरसाइज दैट हैज बीन कंक्लूडेड. ठीक है. नाउ विच एक्सरसाइज इज गोइंग टू स्टार्ट? दैट इज सिमबेक्स 2020. फ्रॉम 23rd November till 25th November दिस एक्सरसाइज विल स्टार्ट. सेम इन अंडमान सी. सिटमेक्स भी अंडमान सी में ही हुई थी. सिमबेक्स will also be concluded in Andaman Sea. Now SITMEX exercise was between India, Thailand and Singapore, but SIMBEX is between India and Singapore. ठीक है. तो ये तो trilateral exercise है SITMEX, but SIMBEX जो है ये bilateral exercise है इंडिया और सिंगापुर के बीच में, wherein Indian Navy ships including destroyer Rana with integral Chetak helicopter will participate. It will be a 3-day maritime drill. And SIMBEX का 27th edition होगा. It was conducted annually since 1994. And Singapore India Maritime Bilateral Exercise, that is SIMBEX, it is conducted between two navies, that is India's and Singapore's navy. And in 2020 it will be conducted as a non-contact at sea only exercise. So over here you can see that the SITMEX 2020 exercise, it was the second edition. It was conducted from 21st to 22nd November and it was hosted at the Andaman Sea between three countries, India, Thailand and Singapore. Okay, and the exercise imbibed the best practices between Indian Navy, Republic of Singapore Navy and Royal Thai Navy also. It was a 2-day exercise and the exercise highlighted growing synergy, coordination and cooperation in the maritime domain between the three friendly navies and maritime neighbors. So that is why this SITMEX exercise is very very important. ठीक है, तो ये exercise भी आपको prepare करनी है और SIMBEX भी prepare करनी है. Now the next article, air pollution linked to health scares for children. Before that, let us look at the World Air Quality Report of 2019, which was released by pollution tracker IQ Air and Greenspace. The ranking was based on comparison of PM 2.5 levels, wherein the most polluted country was Bangladesh, then Pakistan, then Mongolia, Afghanistan and India. Now let's look at the news. Delhi sees a very significant rise in pollution in winter. The impact of pollution on health is known. There is paucity of studies that link specific pollutants, for example, sulfur dioxide or nitrous oxide, with adverse health outcomes. But there have been studies that have been created, that have been done, which have found that children are more susceptible to negative health effects of air pollution than adults. अगर हम कंपेयर करें, ठीक है, बच्चों को अडल्ट से, तो बच्चों में जो हेल्थ इफेक्ट्स के नेगेटिव, जो क्लाइमेट पोल्यूशन के, एयर पोल्यूशन के नेगेटिव इफेक्ट्स है, वो उनके हेल्थ पे ज्यादा देखे जाते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ इमेच्योर ग्रोथ ऑफ लंग्स, मेकिंग देम वल्नरेबल टू इन्फ्लेमेटरी एंड ऑक्सीडेटिव डैमेज. Further, because of higher respiration rates and outdoor physical activity, children retain more air pollutants per unit body weight than adults. When we look at the nitrous oxide and sulfur dioxide emissions, they are also associated with vehicular and industrial pollution. And their impact on children's health and lungs and respiratory system is very adverse. Children also suffer from acute respiratory diseases during days of high and moderate level pollution compared to days which are, which show low pollution. So here you can see that managing the air pollution is very very necessary if we want to give our children healthy environment to breathe. Now the next important article, India set to launch Deep Sea Mission. So here the ministry which has launched this Deep Sea Mission is Ministry of Earth Sciences. The corpus, that is the fund for this mission, is rupees 10,000 crore. And why this has been launched? To explore deep ocean. So deep sea mining through underwater vehicles and underwater robotics will take place in this mission. Then we will be asserting exclusive rights to explore polymetallic nodules from seabed. We will develop ocean climate change advisory services. Deep sea ocean survey and exploration will take place. Technology for sustainable utilization of marine bioresources will also be developed under this mission. So what's the mission? The mission will focus on deep sea mining. There will be studies of climate change, marine biodiversity, and we will survey the hydrocarbons, minerals, which are part of deep ocean mission. 3-member crew can be accommodated in the sphere, one of the key components of the manned submersible vehicle, which will be sent into the deep ocean, into the deep sea to explore all these resources. Okay, now we are going to research about the polymetallic nodules. So what are these polymetallic nodules? These are also known as manganese nodules. These are potato-shaped, largely porous nodules which are found in abundance of deep sea rocks on the seafloor of world oceans. This will help India meet India's energy requirements for the next 100 years. That is why this deep sea ocean mission is very, very important for all of us. These polymetallic nodules are composed of manganese, iron, nickel, copper, cobalt, lead, molybdenum, cadmium, vanadium, titanium, of which nickel, cobalt and copper are considered to be of economic and strategic importance, which can help us meet our energy requirement for the next 100 years. So that is why this mission is very, very important, wherein we are going to explore polymetallic nodules. So this was all for today. I hope you enjoyed the session. I hope आपको आज का session अच्छा लगा हो. If you really enjoyed this session, then do like the video, share the video with the other aspirants, and also do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. So we'll meet in the next class then. Thank you.